Welcome back to Penner Productions. Today we have coverage from the 2021 Can Oklahoma Amateur Championship, sponsored by Dynamic Discs, presented by The Farm and Flight Path. Guys, we got a great card for you today. 4 of the state's best amateur disc golfers battling it out at the Farm at Quail Valley. Let's dive right into it. Hole 1, par 4, 758 feet. Second shot coming up through this gap, something that finishes left, and then you have this just barricade of trees that blocks you and a creek from that elusive first hole birdie. Anyone's making big putts for birdie, it's going to be over this river. Plays OB, absolutely deadly. Let's see how it plays out, guys.
All right, on the box, Elliot Delong with Delong Dies out of Wichita, Kansas at -2.
Elliot DeLong, Park City native, got this a bit overturned. Let's see if that stays in.
Fidel Suarez out of Ponca City with Flight Path Disc Golf Pro Shop, -2.
If you guys haven't had the pleasure of playing around with Fidel, I highly recommend it. Great guy, really good golfer. Great to see him.
Zach Owen out of Lawrence, Kansas with DZ Disc, -1.
These guys bringing this tree into play, probably a little more than they would like, but both finishing in bounds.
Dom Rodriguez out of Emporia, Kansas, 2019 AM World Putting Champion, NAD GT, Custom Stacks, Disc Score, and Prodigy Disc. Even.
Dom famous for taking his time on his drive, but yeah, crush. Out in the middle of the fairway. Fidel's second shot here. If it's got the stability, it looks really good. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, they're stopping at the top of the hill. We'll have a crazy putt. Elliot fortunate to stay in bounds here, but looks like he's got this one overturned. And that's a new OB line there, so he will be out on his second. It's looking pretty good here from Dom. Oh yeah. And puts the brakes on mere feet before that OB river there. Great shot there from Dom. Zach looks like he just bit that one off a bit early. So from the drop, here's Elliot's going over the top. Sky Hyzer trying to punch it down in there. Doesn't make probably as much forward progress as he would have liked, but he'll be looking at the basket. That's a tough spot there from Zach. The way this green lines up just like begs for like a cool putt to go over the creek. Okay, Elliot's listening to me. Great putt there. Save his bogey. Can't even run it in. If you've been watching these videos for a while, you remember one of the first videos I've done here at the farm, Isaiah hit that crazy putt from right where Elliot was for birdie. Such a cool framed putt there. That's for Dom's birdie. We'll have some tap outs here. Not a single birdie on the day in the second round here. Playing is one of the most difficult holes in the course. On we go. Hole 2. Another par 4, 632 feet. Off the tee here, you got stock options. Really whatever you want. Crest this hill with big forehand or a straight backhand. Second shot sets up a tight OB approach with 2 guardian trees and a perimeter of OB there on the backside with a really rocky green. You won't get skips probably that you want here on this green just because you can see there's roots, there's rocks, there's everything you don't want. Mr. Suarez got the box. Full flight from Fidel. Good mash out there. Here's Dominic. Trusting that turn. Wow.
Thank you.
That is far, ladies and gentlemen. Really trusting his disc. If that didn't hold turn like he wanted it to, that was going very far out of bounds left. Here's Mr. Delong dies himself. Also putting a lick on this. These guys may be amateurs, but they can still rip. No one ever said amateurs can't rip. I wouldn't dare say it.
Yeah, dude.
Another full flight. 4 good drives from the guys. All in the middle of the fairway. Good attacking distance. See what they can do here on their second. Fidel's in prime location here. A good hyzer approach. That'll a little bit more ground play than he wanted there, but he's probably about circle's edge for his birdie. This is Elliott's bread and butter shot, that hyzer release. But he just sailed that too far. That's looking like back-to-back OBs for Mr. DeLong. Just looking inside there from Mr. Owen, but good rock hold there we see from the catch. Thank you again to Mr. Jared Shetler for running catch today. This is looking pretty. Wow. Flashing chains from both point of views there. That was a great up there from Dom. Just a couple inches low. So Elliott did go OB here. Wow, dead center. Elliott's hitting putts early. They're just not for birdie, you know, but he's had 2 huge putts on the first 2 holes. And Fidel looking good. Tied for the hot round in the first round 1. Got a good lead here. And a great birdie there from Dom. Only 4 birdies on the day. We're going to kick it over for a story here.
My name's Alyssa, and this is Lily. Lily is 8 years old. She'll be 9 next month, and she's been playing disc golf for about a year, and she fell in love with it. It's more so like a outlet for her. is to let out all of this that she's been holding in, you know, and I mean, just let it rip, right?
I cannot tell you guys how proud I am that she made it through this champion level course all day long. It was amazing to see. Cannot believe it. I have never been happier to hand a trophy to somebody than I am to you, my dear. Congratulations. Speech! Yeah! Hold it up like this so everyone can take a good picture.
Really cool what the farm's doing here. Had 104 players at this tournament, all ages, all skill levels. Really cool, creating an environment for, you know, new and old disc golfers alike, so kudos to them. On to hole 3, another par 3, 310 feet. We're actually playing from the short pad today, so this hole becomes a little bit more obtainable. You can see the green from the box, where we previously played about 80 feet back down this hill. But these grass off the fairway is a little bit overgrown. Dom taking a big Annie line here. Soaring right over the basket. He'll have a long look, but Fidel taking the hyzer line. Oh yeah. Great looking shot. He'll have about a 30-footer there. Elliott going over the top, no surprise. Oh yeah. Give himself 25 there. Scaring the basket a little bit. Oh, ending up behind a rock. That's going to land a tough putt there for Zach. But no problem. Dead center. Probably outside circle, I'd imagine.
Y'all in trouble now. I'm hitting putts.
This hole is blind from the tee box. Delong getting big putted. Good grab, good putt there from Fidel. Team flight path. Oh, they're just missing that one right. He'll tap out. Hole 4. Third par 4 already of the course. 554 feet. Cool little track on the left of the fairway. Anything you want really down this fairway. Ideally, you want to finish right because of this tight upshot that you're going to have to do through this little gap in the woods. 2 big guardian trees and a very scary peninsula green surrounded by water 20 feet on either side. See how these guys attack. A huge forehand, in my opinion, would be the best play, but if you get something with the right amount of turn, he's hyzering out, but puts Fidel in the middle of the fairway. He'll be able to attack from there. This looks money. If it works. Yeah. Oh boy. trusting his disc over the OB the whole way. That's a great shot from Zach. Dom not getting the turn he wants either. Needs this to sit down. Barely inbounds.
Oh, man. You got more skip than I thought you were. Dude, I thought it was going to go last. Oh, that's OB.
Elliott's got this way overturned. Moving right quick.
It'll be close.
But somehow digs in and curls up in the middle of the fairway way down there. We were so shocked that that stayed in bounds. This is looking great from Fidel. Good skip. Oh, yeah. That'll put him at 25 feet for his birdie putt. Fidel's got a great forehand. It's looking like a putter or a slow mid. Yeah, putter from Dom, and that is sailing toward that rock wall. We'll have to see if that stayed in bounds. That was coming in hot too. Yeah, and Elliott is jump putting his approach. A little bit too much turn on it, but he'll have something for his birdie. So Dom did slide out of bounds, so he'll have a tap in 5. Great 3 there from Fidel. Big putt. Getting it done. Zach actually hitting that rock and keeping him in bounds after coming in hot on his upshot. And a good putt from Elliott. So Dom will take a 5 and the rest of the card will grab the birdie. Hole 4 playing as the 3rd easiest hole in the course today, which is somewhat surprising. Hole 5 today played as a par 4, 412 feet. This would be a crazy birdie if anyone gets it. The routine shot is to throw a putter or something just right about where the drone's flying right now, and then have a jump putt approach. Water is just so tight on the left side. And you know, is that a muskrat? We've seen this before. It's a muskrat. Or beaver. I guess we didn't decide. But the iconic water wheel and just tight water right behind kind of forbids you from running this green, and just a very specific shot. I mean, low ceiling. Legend has it Colton Perkins has grabbed a birdie, but I imagine we're just going to go straight at it. Fidel, a little bit too low, lower than he likes. That'll leave a tough up from there. Zach getting freaky. Needs us to sit down. Whoa. Just curls up. That's going to be in great position to attack. Elliott throwing a signature Delong dyed disc. I checked his bag the other day. He's got 3 discs that aren't dyed. Go check out Delong Dyes on Instagram or Facebook or wherever. He's got some cool stuff out there.
That won't work, I guess. I wasn't trying to do that.
Fidel up first here. Into the ground again. He's running this. Oh. Flash chains, but he'll have a fairly lengthy bogey putt coming up from our leader here. A very rare Elliott forehand here, but executed brilliantly. Some call him the James Conrad of forehands. Don't tell him I said that. Dom getting aggressive. This needs to hit something. Ugh.
I definitely didn't mean to go that far.
Off the top of the basket into the water. Brutal. And Zach using that water wheel as a backstop, as many have. Fidel's rolled way back here. From the knee, dead center to save bogey. Super clutch from Fidel. And he will minimize the damage done on this hole and maintain the lead. Good three there from Elliott. And Dom will take his four. Excuse me, this is a par 4. So, birdie from Elliott, birdie from Zach. Pars from Fidel and Dominic. On to hole 6, par 3. This is another bonus birdie, some would say. Par 3, 441 feet. Through the initial gap here, we are playing from the long paths across this creek and then down this very long sloped left to right fairway with tight OB on the right side. Down in this marsh area by that big tree is all playing OB. If you do manage to get it straight enough to this kind of gap drop zone here, you will have maybe a 60-foot putt at your 2. You'll remember on the other coverage of the classic Terry Roethlisberger, missed about a 40-footer for his birdie, but it is hard to come by out here. This is looking pretty good if it holds on. Just hyzering out at the end, but that's about as good as you can ask for there from Zach. Really good shot. Uh-oh.
Did you ever hear a splash?
We'll have to see if that stayed in, but that was looking like a straight to the water kick from Elliott. Fidel's got that overturned and just inches out of bounds. Bumps the white OB flag. Another brutal.
Oh, buddy.
It's looking a little too stable. But luckily, yeah, if you get that far enough, you can go past the pond. So Elliott is out of bounds. A decent upshot. He'll have a long look at his 4. Needs a skip.
There you
Gets
go.
a skip.
Woo. Yeah. I was not expecting that, dude.
Yeah, he'll take that. This is the best look we have on the card.
I still got a putt.
Not a great upshot there from Zach. I'm sure he wished he had more, but from a funky stance. Over the top bid from Elliott, almost cashes it. But he'll be taking a big number. That'll be a 5 for Elliott. Great putt from Zach. Grabbing the 3. A 3 feels like a bogey here, or sorry, a 3 feels like a birdie here on hole 6. Really great putt from Fidel. Take a bogey. And Elliott cleaning up here as well. On to hole 7. Playing as a par 4 today, 481 feet, but a clear kind of 2-shot hole. Off the tee, you got quite a long tunnel shot. It's not extremely tight. You do have a forehand gap out the left right here, or a straight putter shot mid, maybe down the middle. But the tunnel goes about 100 feet, so after you get off of that, you kind of have to put the brakes on, because after this rock garden, you do have a downward slope here you can see down to the pond, with not much protecting you from rolling in. From there, we do have a drop zone right in front of the bridge there. Second shot goes into this very well protected island green with a lot of these low-hanging branches you'll see here as we're flying over with the drone that will drop your disc straight into the water. But once you're on this green, you can do some work, grab your 3, get out. It's a good birdie to get. Zach quick off the box. So it looks like a putter, needs to put the brakes on. Wow. That is as good as you can do it right there from Zach Owen. Dom missing the tunnel. Zach Owen sounds like a country star. I don't listen to country music, but in the comments, is that a country singer? Am I making that up? Jake Owen, that's who I'm thinking of. Looking good from Fidel. Needs to get down. This is coming in hot. Yeah. Oh.
That go water?
We didn't see that from the tee box, but very unfortunate again from Fidel. He's caught 2 unfortunate breaks in a row. It's looking good from Elliott, but also needs to get down. God, yeah, just coming in way too hot. Skipping off the bridge, maybe, into the water. Dom from a flower bed next to a plant that is equally as tall as him. That looks like a really good layup.
Thank you.
So Zach will have to go from a knee here. Really good shot from where he was at. He'll have the lone birdie putt from the card. Unless, of course, Dom decides to cash this right here. Gives it a good bid. He'll have about a circle's edge putt to save his par now. So Fidel and Elliott from the drop zone. Drop zone kind of gives you a chance to be aggressive, run some putts. By putts, I mean 150 footers. Elliott not wanting any of that. Putting it close to under the basket. Fidel off the top. He'll have to take a bogey here. This is for the lone birdie on the card here. Oh yeah. Watch out. Zach's heating up. Great 3, great putt. Played the hole as good as you can play it. Classic golf from Zach there. Good save there from Dom. Elliott will tap his par out. And on to hole 8. Hole 8's the tire hole. Par 3, 235 feet. What you see is what you get. Here's the box, here's the hole. Forehand, putter, hyzer. And I will remind you, Elliott aced this in a doubles event not too long ago, this exact hole, for like $800 of the ace fund. So he knows how to ace this. I didn't see it, but I will tell you that it was a sky hyzer, like Elliott does. So he's got to be thinking about that. Just sneaking around the backside is Zach. He'll have a look at it. This little alien thing that Dom's throwing towards kind of does play with your head sometimes. Oh,
That'll
bad
work.
roll away there from Dom. He goes up high. He likes it.
Come on.
Dang. Elliot thought he had that out of the hand, and so did we. Flashing chains. I was asking Jared, who's running catch back there. He said less than a foot away from the ace. That would have been crazy. Bold run there from Zach, but he's feeling good. Lucky for that to sit for him. Dom just chaining out Sue. Oh, so Elliot got a chance to get one on the whole card. With the pink slammer gang.
Good solo.
Great two there from Elliot. It's rare that you can give this hole a run and grab a decently easy birdie. But, you know, Elliot's got that sky hook shot down that he can drop it wherever he wants.
Go ahead.
Hole 8 surprisingly playing as the fifth easiest hole on the course, but lots of fours. You kind of would have assumed that maybe it would have been one of the easiest ones. But this really a pro level green, making it difficult to, you know, park your shot. On to hole 9, par 3, 300 feet. This one's got a tight OB fairway on either side, a cow pasture on the right, fence on the left. This tree here kind of hook up any forehand shots. And also, if you'll see this little gateway entrance bar on the right, you'll see snags my shots as well. But get past all that and you will have a look at your birdie. We do have OB. This is playing as a big island green today for the Can OK Amateur Championship, so you will see the fence around it. We do have a drop zone that's about 150 feet down the fairway. So you do have to land it in that circle.
Oh, that's OB. Damn.
Just needs to get down, hits the OB wall. Oh, and there is a line right there that I forgot to mention. So Elliot will be very close to that line. We'll see if he lands in bounds or not. It's looking really good from Zach. Oh yeah, right under it. Why don't you? Wide approach there from Dom around everything. Oh! That was a foot away from skip acing too. Crazy shot from Dom. Fidel needs to miss. Oh no! Just T-boning that crossbar there. So he did land in the island, fortunately. So this will be a tap-in par for Fidel. And look at that. See the line on the right side. Elliot is out by 2 inches. So he'll have to go back to the drop zone and do his putter hyzer shot. Almost ringing that up. So we got a tight raise here. Everyone within 4 or 5 strokes. Dom making sure this one goes in. Good birdie. And Zach is a new CTP.
Were you rolling the whole time?
Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We got a great finish up to this championship for you. Stay tuned. Back 9 coming soon. Peace.